Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is another Sharesies challenge update, and today is a small one. So in our last video we had 175 subscribers, and now we have 177. So we will be adding $1 per subscriber into Triple M, a US stock, pretty much until I can't keep it up. So that's pretty much the goal so far. So we'll update that immediately. And it's $1 USD per subscriber, which is another thing as well. And that's what we've been doing. I think this is like the 12th or 13th update or something. So we've been doing this for, I don't know, about a year. Ever since I saw someone else doing it, I thought that's a cool idea to keep the community engaged and stuff. So with that $2, we've put in about 267. And I think, yeah, obviously 177 of that will be from subscribers, and the rest will be referrals. So whenever I get a referral, I put $10 in, $5 from the referral and $5 myself, to kind of match it. And that is how we're going so far. So the market's been going all over the place recently with the US bringing in EV incentives and industrial upgrades, and there's a lot going on, and lots of it's benefiting companies that I've owned, and some of it's been a bit controversial. But so you can see that we had a massive dip here that dropped like $800, and then recovered back up again, and most of that was our Tesla holding, of course. But yeah, so our portfolio did cross over 10k at some point last week, which was pretty cool. But we're not quite there yet reliably, so probably in the next week or two we'll be up there with our regularly investing. That was hard to say. Our regular investment plan going ahead. So currently we're up 18% on Sharesies, and that is about $1,500. Yeah, so our kind of best performing stock is Hallensteins and Tesla. Tesla is on Hatch as well though, so it's not just on Sharesies. But A2 Milk, our smallest holding, is going quite poor. They've just been hammered by a bunch of things, but we'll see how that goes. It's our smallest holding, so it's pretty negligible whatever happens to it. Apple, our third biggest holding now, as you'll see on the Weightings graph that we've made. You'll see how the companies have been changing over time and what's becoming more important to us and less. AT&T, we've been putting some money in as well. That's getting up there as a big dividend stock. Coca-Cola and Colgate and Chorus all just simmering along about $100. And Contact paid us our last dividend for March of about $2.50, which was pretty mean. And Fisher and Paykel steadily going along. Hallensteins is going to make April dividends massive, and I'm pretty excited about that because last year in December they paid me about $28 for their dividend, and this dividend coming is about 1 cent per share less, but I've got like 20 more shares, so it should be around about $30 in April for this. So that'll heavily change our graphs and make guessing quite hard actually, because I don't know what else comes in April, but I know Hallensteins is there for about $30, so my guess is probably going to be something like $36. So I'll go with that. That's my guess for April. If you want to leave your guesses in the comment below for how much in dividends I'll receive in April, go ahead. The winner gets a shout out, and I always check out if you've got a channel to see if I can give you a channel shout out as well. Maybe watch one of your videos and give you some feedback, or inspire myself even. Yeah, so ETF is going really well as well. Got a dividend coming in from them pretty soon. I think it's only about $1. About $1 NZD. And that's pretty sweet. Johnson & Johnson raking along with the vaccine. Main freight just steadily increasing over time, and I think we'll see their dividend July, so that's pretty far away, but it's a pretty big one, about 50 cents per share. So that'll be about $3, and then minus tax and all that, so it'll probably be about $2.50. Recently McDonald's recovered quite well for us, so that's pretty hype. So we went from like negative 3% up to 6%, so it's a huge shift for them. Basically, people have been moving out of tech and information stocks and more into consumer defensive stocks like that. and it's seen our portfolio shift quite a bit as well. Like Microsoft is still creaming it though, and I think Meridian might be paying a dividend in April as well, actually. Yeah, $1.50, 16th of April. So keep that in mind for your guessing. That's where I'm guessing around 36. I think I'll be a little under, but that's all right. NZX up 40%. That's just easy peasy, really. Then the rest has been pretty quiet. We'll put some more into Realty Income Corp. They're at the same place as AT&T, kind of. And we've got our 3 New Zealand ETFs here going well, bringing in those dividends every 6 months, halfway through the year and at the end. And then Spark's been pretty break even recently. They're also paying us a dividend in April as well, and theirs will be $5. Okay, so my guess of 36 is currently roughly on point, but there is the monthly ones as well, which means my guess is probably already wrong. So yeah, guess above my guess and you'll probably win. So Tesla has been it's dropped about 20-30% from its all-time highs, but it's been recently recovering a bit, and our investment is getting up there. It is now our biggest, especially if you include our Hatch portfolio as well. That's got about, I think it's either 2.2 or 1.2 shares on there. It's like 2,000 NZD of value currently, so it's up about 108%, I think, because we bought in at like $300 a share. And yeah, everything else has been pretty much the same. I've put a little bit more into Disney, and just everything else is kind of just simmered. But that's kind of the portfolio update really on returns, dividends upcoming, and yeah, just how much it's shifted really, because I'll show you the weightings graph, and so this just goes an allocation percentage up to the biggest, and it's sorted by that, and same with market value obviously, and Tesla is obviously way up there, and then Hallenstein's. But yeah, Apple has moved up above Westpac, and Triple M's up there. So by the end of the year, I want Tesla the biggest, Apple the next biggest, and then Triple M the next biggest. So they're really starting to win this race, and they're getting up there. Got a long way to go to get above Hallenstein's, another $400 for Apple, and another $600 for Triple M. And I think Apple will easily get above there, and Tesla's obviously not moving down. The stock would have to drop so much for it to even like have a hit. And so Triple M is obviously subscriber based and channel performance based, and I'm trying to do my part to upload videos, give you guys some good content, and work around the busy uni work life. So I'm trying to do about 2 to 3 videos a month if I can, between assessments and stuff. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And dividend graphs have been going mean. The trend line has actually been bumping up heaps as our average dividends received have been really getting up there. So I think we're at like 630. Yeah, 630 a month now. And total dividends received over time is now up to $158, which is mean as. So we'll look at the things that came in March. So we had Visa, our Vanguard total bond thing paid twice, because it didn't pay the month before or something. There was a wee glitch in Sharesies. I had to contact them about it, and it was just like it just didn't get paid on time. And then we had Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, our 3 ETFs here, which we've actually sold all these. These were our really high, like 10 to 12% dividend yield when we bought in, and that was just a play to muck around. I put like 250 NZD into it or something, and got our monthly dividends for like 4 or 5 months from that. And then they were all up. I think one was up 28%, one was 27%, and one was 22%. And I actually had no understanding of any of these ETFs. I just did it for the dividend yield for some fun on a monthly stock. So we just sold those all up 22% minimum, and put that into Tesla and Apple and AT&T. And yeah, so that was that worked out really well for us. It was a bit of a dumb move originally, like shouldn't have really done it, but it worked out, and we learned from it, which is cool. Triple M coming in with a massive $2.06 dividend, and that was almost the biggest one of the month, which is why we want to get that position up there really. Contact Energy coming in is the biggest right on the last day of the month, so that made my guess of $11 the closest for the month. And the total, of course, we'll show here, was $11.63. So Trish, my girlfriend, guessed $10 and I guessed 11, so I won that round. And hopefully you guys can get in on the guessing game and beat me as well. And yeah, the first month, I think January, another person won it and they absolutely smashed me. I don't even think I guessed. But yeah, they got way closer than the other person as well, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so quarter one for 2021 now is complete, and that's at $19.29. So that's even beating quarter two of last year. And so as you can see, it staircases up, and then staircases up, and then this year will, of course, hopefully staircase up again. So we already know that Q2 of 2021 is going to be much bigger than Q1 because we have Hallensteins coming in April, which is already at $30 or something, which means it's already going to beat quarter three of last year, which is super cool. It'll be interesting to see if quarter three this year will beat quarter two, because I thought the Hallensteins dividend was in June, which is quarter two anyway, so it doesn't matter, but quarter three does have July, August, September, and September's quite a big one for the New Zealand stocks, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see the battle between quarter two and quarter three, really. And quarter four is obviously going to be the biggest here, smashing it as long as no dividends get cancelled, as Hallensteins is there. I'm pretty sure like almost every stock I own pays in December. And yeah, that's the most exciting time, is that's like where most of the full year earnings, dividend increases and dividend updates are coming out. And that's the Christmas time of the year as well. Lots of bonuses and stuff like that. It's pretty exciting. Another thing I like to mention is for 2021, our yellow graph here is a nice wee steadily increasing staircase, and April's going to be upwards of like 35 or 40, so it's going to be up here, so it's going to look quite cool. And then May, I didn't realize this until I was updating this 3 days ago, that we received nothing in the first year and then pretty much nothing in the second year, 18 cents. Like it's not even there. Like you can't even click on it or anything. So I know Realty Income Corp and our bond fund pay monthly, so that will be maybe like $1 or $2 there, which will be cool because that'll update our graph to actually have something in May. Because it looks a bit weird just going, oh yeah, we have this and there. And I'm excited to see how this graph develops over time. Like if we add like just 10 years into this, it'll just look like a jumbled thing. But hopefully we'll see a trend or just have some cool data to collate. Same with these quarterly dividends and the total. Hopefully seeing like a massive trend going on there. And obviously I'm finishing my degree this year, hopefully, and trying to get into the workforce and get into a career path that I'll enjoy. And we'll see how that affects the portfolio. Hopefully there'll be more money coming in and not coming out, and see if we can keep the trend of dividend growth investing and stay on top of our investments. That's pretty cool. And if you missed the last video, which is our investment plan, I kind of calculated the difference between how much I had currently invested and my goal, said how many weeks left in the year, and just did the difference, and I said I needed about $90 a week into the portfolio. And then added in my other goals of where I wanted to get Tesla, Apple, and Triple M. And these all changed based on the share price. I should have really had the goal at not a share goal, but at a like just money added goal, because that would have made it a bit easier to track. But now we know for next time. Easy peasy. Yeah, so we want to get up to 6 shares in Tesla. This bit hasn't been updated for a bit, because this will be closer to 4 now. And so we added those 3 in, and it said we needed about 93 a week. So I'm investing $100 a week or $105 a week, into Sharesies, and the buffer between the amount I'm investing and this will just go into those other stocks, just all the New Zealand ETFs and Contact Energy and all those other small ones. And every once in a while, when we have a nice payday, we'll add more in. and see how it goes. And the Triple M one, $16 a week, is obviously based on if I can actually upload a video and connect with you guys. So like obviously this month I only put $2 in, which is ages away from our goal. And also Triple M share price increased like, I think it's like 15% since we were last breaking even. So yeah, recently it's just skyrocketed up to almost $200 a share. So that's also affecting it. But yeah, so this goal I don't think we'll be meeting, but you know, I'm gonna try and make it there and try and get there with you guys, which would be pretty sick. And yeah, so it's a portfolio update. That is the challenge done and dusted for the month. And yeah, see if you can beat me with the dividend guess. My guess is 36. I should have guessed later on in the video once I looked at a few stocks, because now we already know it's likely to be about 40 or something. But you never know. Taxes and imputation could really take hold of it and make me win. Yeah, so that's it. Happy investing, guys, and I'll hopefully see you in a week or two, not a month.